USD1 is here. Do you want to know the last information about the crypto world? Well, smash the like button because it's time for Crypto News, Crypto to the Max with your host for the most, Rodrigo Arnedo. We have Bitcoin going up and then down. Remember yesterday's videos? You have to watch them all. If you hadn't, very important one. We were watching Bitcoin through this line. We still respecting it, but we are not going as high as we expected yesterday. Remember, we had these different paths. We could go up to $90,000. That was one of the strongest best bets. Also, we thought that we might go straight down to fill this gap, but we did something in between. We started going up. We went all the way to 88, almost $89,000, and then we started to go down. And what is going to do Bitcoin now? Remember, I'm not expert. I have no idea whatsoever, but well, you can consider what happened yesterday at this very point, which was around 15. And you can see here how the stock market in Europe went down. Also, something that happened here and here, and you can see how Bitcoin reflected this movement. Also, then it followed, this movement in US market. And once the market closed, it started going down like crazy and then pushed down with the Asian markets. So yeah, again, right now we are opening markets in Europe and crypto is going up. So you can see that mostly this is what's going on with Bitcoin. And you can see that if we go to the CME gap chart, not in the 4 hours, we always look at the 4 hours chart because some experts believe that everything that's below 4 hours is just noise. But in this case, you can see that in our way up, we left a gap behind in the 1 hour chart. So that maybe that's why Bitcoin had to come back to close it. Now free to keep track to this $90,000 again. We'll see about it. Watch all videos because also you need to consider that we still have this gap in $84,000, but if we go to the 1 hour chart, we still have one lower than that in $82,000. So maybe we're going to go up now to 90,000 and then we'll go back to close the one in the 84 and also the 82. Well, that's a possibility. What do you think? We perfectly can go up and then down, or just down a little bit, then up, and then we close the one we have in the $82,000. Again, no one knows. Remember that I expect price to go up no matter what till April the 2nd because of everything we told you in previous video. Watch the previous video. And also, I found this video from Bolsacaba. I usually watch his videos. You should watch them too. Subscribe to his channel because he knows a lot about the economy and geopolitical stuff. And he was saying some things that I sum up with Grok. And mostly the idea is that, we expect a movement up till June, but he expects a fall in August 2025 because of this liquidity coming and going and the maneuvers that United States government can do. That you can watch all this in his video. I'm going to leave you the link in the description below. But again, this is with our chart where you can see that in August the 15th, I expect the worst for Bitcoin in the $69,000. And you can see April, May down, but then June going up. So yeah, this kind of movement up, but then down in August, September, and we start recovering. We'll see about it. Yesterday, the market in United States was in the green. And why is that? Well, allegedly because Trump said that he's going to give a lot of countries breaks on tariffs. So yeah, he's negotiating with the tariffs as we told you in previous videos. But he's not just trolling about the tariffs, he's also trolling about some of the stuff. Like, for example, CRO, CRO, the token of Crypto.com. Now, President Trump's Truth Social to launch Bitcoin ETFs with Crypto.com. This is huge. And we find some interesting data out there that you need to know. The SEC, remember, filed notice in October last year that it intended to sue Crypto.com for operating an unregistered securities exchange. Allegations the company firmly rejected as contrary in a lawsuit of its own. By December, the crypto firm had just dropped its suit right when the CEO met with the president-elected Trump. The same month, Trump transferred roughly $4 billion worth of his roughly 53% stake on TMTG through a trust controlled by his son, Donald Trump Jr., making him the company's largest shareholder of the media venture. So, you can see here the relation between the regulators, the power in the United States, and Cryptosphere, in this case with Crypto.com. So, yeah, they are, well, maybe helping each other, probably so. Trump made a short 9% in after-hours trading after announcing partnership with Crypto.com to launch Made in America-focused ETFs. CRO also rallied. You have here the chart for Trump Media Technology Group Corporation. And yet, yesterday we went up, but you can see that since Donald Trump get to office, we are going down as we are going down just with Bitcoin. Here, you can see it with some up, how yes, we are going up in the last time frame. This is a 4-hour chart. But again, since January the 20th, we are going down for this chart too. And here you have cross chart. You can see this 42% rise in just one day. It remember us this rise, this other one, and this other one. Crow is pumping now and then. Very interesting. What do you think about tokens from exchanges? Well, any case, I'm gonna leave you link to crypto.com. Maybe you are interested in this exchange. Why not? It has staking also. And as I have some, because I've been in all the exchanges, so as I have some Crow here and some Ethereum, I decided to stake it. Now I'm gonna hold it for 150 days. It's spending my staking right now for Ethereum, and it's activating on Crow. It's allegedly up to 7.18% reward, and for Ethereum is 3.59%. So if you want to do as myself, again, I'm going to leave you the link in the description below for this referral code. If you use it, you help me. Thank you very much. And maybe you'll help yourself. You can see the better performance today, Crow, first place. But also we have some meme coins, Pepe, Dogecoin, and BNB. And why is that? We're gonna talk about all this. Remember that on CoinGecko you can go to categorize tokens, World Liberty Financial Protocol, the ones from Trump going up 4%, made in USA to alleged securities 2, which is fun. We're gonna talk more about this. Token based on exchanges and centralized exchanges going up. So crypto.com, Binance, all these are going up. And what's that alleged securities? Well, if you go there, you'll see some like library credits, Dragon Chain, some that, well, they were prosecuted by the US government, and maybe now they will be released and they will pump. That's the narrative. Library credits, you believe in library credits? I do not anymore, but oh my, if it goes back to close to $2 as it was once in the past. Dragon Chain, the same. I will have my money back. $5. Disney, all the FOMO we had back on 2018. You probably don't know about Dragon Chain because there's new FOMOs today, but in the past, Dragon Chain was a huge thing. And now I'm still losing a lot of money with that. But today's theme is this Trump-backed World Liberty Financial USD1, the stable coin. he launched on BNB chain. Then I learned that also on Ethereum. But, well, he said the ex-CEO of Binance celebrated the launch, and he's warning us about scams out there. Careful, because the official USD1 is not tradable yet, even though you're going to watch so many tokens with the same name. The market for stable coins is huge, and now we have USD1 coming into these competitions with other giants like USDC or USDT. Remember also that Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent declared that the stablecoins were key element for persevering with dollar as the reserve global not crypto, but currency, fiat currency in the world. Very interesting thing. Binance going up too because of this. Well, good news for Binance. We're having, remember, all about people in United Arab Emirates buying some of Binance. Very, very good pieces of information with Binance. And that's why in the last 3 weeks, the price is going up, heading now to new all-time highs. So also, I'm going to leave you the link in the description below in case you want to help us and you're going to use Binance. Well, use this link. Also, you can scan this QR. And remember, there's QR code generators for free out there on the internet. When you just drop the link and you have your QR very easily. What do you think about this stable coin from Donald Trump? We have some fears, of course. Well, remember what happened with Terra, Luna. Remember that it's good if we know how that stablecoin is backed. And according to information I found on Grok, you don't know how it's backed right now. So we need more transparency. We need to know how this is backed. Also, we need to know if the market is going to trust this stablecoin when we have USDC, we have USDT, and so many others. But at the same time, people believe it's a good thing that we are having more and more stablecoins. Donald Trump told us that they are not having a CBDC, but they are going to have this dollar backed with this digital way, with the stable coins. Matt Hogan told us, I can't stop thinking about this quote from US Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent. We're going to keep the US the dominant reserve currency in the world, and we will use stable coins to do that. However big you think stablecoin AUM will get, you're probably thinking too small. So the question becomes, what does the rest of the crypto market look like if stablecoin AUM is multiple trillions? Well, you can go to CoinGecko, you can see how much we have there on stablecoins. There's a lot of market cap, but this is just the beginning. And the idea is if this grows exponentially, then Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the others, those are going to grow exponentially too. This is huge. This is Scott Bessent assessment saying that stablecoins are the thing. This is good for the market. I asked Grok how this benefits dollar, and well, you need to consider that it allows people to access dollar all over the world. So that's mainly how benefits dollar, the use of those stable coins. This is huge if they want to maintain dollar as the currency in the world. And also there's some benefits from debt in United States. Here, well, people that create stable coins, they can buy bonds from US Treasury to back those stable coins. So at this time, we are increasing demand for public debt. This might maintain down low the interest rates, and that's how government can ask cheaper and that way manage the debt for good, in a good way. Very, very interesting. You need to know that those stable coins and have $150 billion 2024. The people that create stable coins are buying public debt in United States in these amounts. So yeah, good for the debt, of course. Also, consider that these stable coins reduce cost and time when you try to transfer internationally. So that is a push for the use of the dollar in the trade globally. Also, it's good for dollar dominance, as you need to consider that 98-99% of all these stable coins are backed by dollar and not euro, not other fiat currency out there. So good for the dollar, of course. And maybe so good for Ethereum, as Taylor is telling us here, that you need to consider that the stable coins are possible because they are using Ethereum. And well, in this case, also BNB chain. But the idea here is that the more stablecoins we have, the more use of Ethereum they need to have, so that it's not just huge for stablecoins, but also for Ethereum, also for BNB. Price of these cryptos could go crazy high. Remember also, I told you the 5 reasons for staking with Trezor Ethereum on Trezor Suit. So if you want to, link in the description below. You can buy a Trezor and start doing it. I'm gonna leave you the link to the video so you know how to do it. Need to question yourself about Ethereum and the utility, not just for the stablecoins. Also, Nomad answered this post will tell us that the rest of the crypto market is basically Ethereum. There was no question that the blockchain we would start our tokenization or would be Ethereum. That's not just BlackRock thing. That's the natural default answer. That's really important. Clients have clearly made the choice that they really do value decentralization, credibility, and security. And that is a great advantage that Ethereum continues to have. Ethereum is a bet on blockchain adoption and innovation. Ethereum is a bet on tokenization, stablecoin adoption, and decentralized finance. This is BlackRock's head of digital assets. Those are huge arguments for the case of Ethereum to succeed. Now, what we touch is exactly the 2100 line that we draw so many time ago, and we need to break it. Come on, Ethereum, you can do it. See how happy the president of United States is with all the crypto he is accumulating and the stable coins he is creating also. We say goodbye today, reminding you that you have this book from Pablo Paucosa. You have the winners in the description below. Write me an email, funontheright@gmail.com, and I will send you the code in order to have your copy. And remember that our friends David and Hector, they are providing us with a code FUN35 if you need keys of Office, Windows, and other programs. They have a 20% discount in their platform in this spring, but we have a better one, 35% if you use FUN35. That's amazing. And do not be scared if you see water coming into you. The market is trapping you, because through the power of community here and the power of the learning, you'll manage to just walk through the waters. Learn more about AI with our other channel, Rodrigo Arnedo Inteligencia Artificial, and also learn more about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, of course, here daily on Rodrigo Arnedo, Noticias Bitcoin, Crypto News, Fun on the Ride, Health, Money, Love, Pouring Peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!